The Quad Cities, Bettendorf, Davenport, Moline, and Rock Island, two states divided by the Mississippi River conjoined into a civilized area. What do we have here? The Sky Bridge in Davenport, the I-74 bridge in Bettendorf, the Rock Island Arsenal.
Well, wouldn't you like there to be something big here? Something that would want to make people visit the Quad Cities even on vacation. Like a boardwalk, but not just any boardwalk. Our boardwalk would have a 230-foot sky drop on an island off the shore of the Mississippi.
A 230-foot drop straight to the ground, but right as you're about to hit the surface, you stop, safe and sound. Me and my team want to make it happen, not for just the people of the Quad Cities, also for people around Iowa, the U.S., and even the world.
Our purpose was to build a safe environment with fun rides like the Space Shot. And we know many people here in the Quad Cities and also people visiting the Quad Cities like thrill rides like Space Shots. And also for other people that don't, there would be carnival games and other rides and stuff that they could do.
This documentary will help you understand how we feel about putting a boardwalk or a skydrop in the Quad Cities for visitors and residents.
I'm here with the mayor of Bettendorf, Bob Gower. Bob, what do you think are the main attractions of Bettendorf?
Well, I think people love Bettendorf because it's a great place to live, mostly because of our great schools and the amenities the city provides its residents. We have great parks, great streets, and police and fire, but mainly it's the quality of life issues that bring people here. Our museum, our library system, and the parks and recreational amenities, including the trails and things that we continue to do in the city, I think are second to none.
And would you like there to be something for people in the Quad Cities and tourists to do in Bettendorf?
Interesting that you ask. We just spent a lot of time in our strategic planning sessions this year talking about a WOW project, if you will, something that would bring attention from the region, even the Midwest region, something that would attract visitors and people who want to come take advantage of this thing. And I've proposed to council a multi-use sports complex, something that would have 4,000 or 5,000 seats, where each weekend we could draw from up to 5 hours away to bring people here for youth sporting events. Things like indoor soccer or volleyball, basketball or wrestling could be held in this facility. I would like that facility to be surrounded by outdoor fields and courts where you might have 5 or 6 soccer fields or 5 or 6 softball diamonds, 5 or 6 baseball diamonds, deck hockey courts, so that we could invite people here to spend time with their families doing things that are important to those of us who already live here in Bettendorf, and that's taking care of our kids and providing them great opportunities to experience all kinds of sports and recreational activities. It would be a real great thing if we could put something like that together out by I-80 and Middle Road, where we already have about a 100-acre park that's going to be an adventure park with zip lines and maybe some whitewater rafting and things like that. So the wow factor could all come in one of those two areas, or a third area that your group might put together in an amusement type or water park type setting.
Yeah. And our idea was that find a spot along the river, and preferably next to the Isle of Capri, and we would build a space shot there and hopefully have like carnival games and rides around it and food stands.
I think that would work out perfect.
And we were hoping that maybe like a local restaurant or something could like sponsor it, so we'd get more economy growing in Bettendorf. And then
That's the type of innovative thinking we need. That would be great. We've got a lot of area there at the riverfront, upriver from the Isle of Capri, owned by the Goldstein family, and they've got some businesses there, but they might be interested in a project that could include a space shot or other recreational and gaming type activities that might draw people to the riverfront. That'd be a great attraction for us.
And would you be able to help us find land for this?
The land that you're talking about now is owned by a single developer, single owner, and we've actually gone to him several times over the last 8 to 10 years with ideas that include pools and sand activities, condominiums and restaurants, and not necessarily the theme park idea that you've brought. So the city would be very interested in helping to partner with your group to talk to the landowner about it. There might be other portions of land along the river that we could find. Some is under our control. You know, we own Leach Park. But there might be other areas that we could find that would work for your project. And the city is always interested in talking to developers about bringing economic development and fun activities to Bettendorf.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your time today.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
This new boardwalk will be more than just a place to have fun. The boardwalk will also be a great economizer. You must be asking, what does that mean? Well, when people come from around the Quad Cities, Iowa, even the U.S., more money will be spent at the boardwalk, which brings more money from tax to the city, and the city can use this money for other things such as schools, other parks, river treatment, city pools, and sports centers. The area we are looking to put this is next to the Isle of Capri in Bettendorf. It has a large enough space on land for other carnival rides and also has a big enough river area to put the island for the Skydrop on.
I'm the architect, and our initial idea was to build a boardwalk type idea with the Space Shot as the main event and other carnival games and rides surrounding it on a dock that goes out to the river.
The idea of a boardwalk is to be somewhere on the coast. Having one here would bring lots of attention because you don't find that in the Quad Cities.
Everyone likes the idea of a carnival, right?
Right. Another good thing about the location of our attraction is that it's right next to a boat dock, so if you wanted to go boating, swimming, or rent a paddle boat, we're right on the river.
Here are the blueprints for our ride.
The thing we have to watch for and really use science for in our ride is the G-force. If there are too many G's, brain damage can occur. But at the same time, if there aren't enough G's, the ride isn't going to be fun, right? Also, potential and kinetic energy also play a big part in the ride. The thing we have to watch for and really use science for is the G-forces in the ride. And if there are too many G's, the brain damage can occur. But at the same time, if there isn't enough G's, the ride isn't going to be fun, right? Also, potential and kinetic energy also play a big part in the ride. So to find more about the science of our ride, we are interviewing a physics professor at St. Ambrose University. How does potential and kinetic energy affect our Space Shot ride?
The potential energy of the ride actually comes from, at least in part, from gravity. May I use your pencil?
Sure.
Well, just by holding this pencil up here in the air, I'm giving it some potential energy because of the gravitational force on it. So specifically, this is going to be gravitational potential energy, and